Hello dear student, myself Kanchan Vishramji Kumbalkar, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry of Sri Shivaji College of Arts, Commerce and Science Akola. This is my third lecture on Unit 4 Electrochemistry, which belongs to the MSc first year, second same, paper 7, that is Physical Chemistry 2. This is the overall syllabus of Electrochemistry Unit 4. In previous lecture, we complete with the introductory part of the corrosion and the main two types of corrosion, that is dry or chemical corrosion or wet or electrochemical corrosion. So there are two corrosions, type of corrosion has been completed in a previous lecture. Now in this lecture, we are dealing with some other types of corrosion. Some other types of corrosion includes erosion, services, pitting, intergranular, exfoliation and selective leaching, stress, waterline, soil, microbiological and stray current corrosion. Out of which we take erosion, services, pitting and intergranular corrosion in this lecture. So let's start with the first type of corrosion, that is erosion corrosion. We know that what is meant by erosion of soil. When we pluck out we remove the plants from the soil, and because of the heavy rain, the soil, upper layer of soil has been flew out, and that is known as the erosion of soil. The similar concept has been worked here. When because of the turbulent flow of gases, vapor, liquid, or because of some mechanical rubbing on a solid over because of some reason on a metal surfaces, the metal has been rubbed off or metal has been eroded. There is a remove of metal, and that type of corrosion is known as the erosion corrosion. Means because of the turbulent flow of gases, vapor or liquid, or because of some mechanical rubbing, the upper layer of metal has been removed, and then that type of corrosion is known as the erosion corrosion. Erosion corrosion is a combined effect actually, and it can be avoided by simple avoiding excess friction and by proper lubrication and by using a good quality or harder metal. These are the points on the behalf of which the erosion corrosion can be minimized. Now next types of corrosion is services corrosion. Service corrosion means suppose this example. In this case, this metal is corroded here more, because there is a space to deposition of dirt. Means services corrosion means what? It is a local corrosion, and it is usually created by dirt deposition or corrosion products or crack in paints coating, etc. So because of some cracks in paints, because of the deposition of dirt, because of the unavailability of oxygen, because of which some part of metal get corroded, and that type of corrosion is known as the service corrosion. And the service corrosion can be minimized on the basis of by cleaning a proper surface and minimizing proper designing and selection of a proper resistive material. These are the terms on the behalf of which the service corrosion can be minimized. Now next one is the pitting corrosion. Pitting corrosion, it is usually due to the breakdown or cracking of protective film on a metal at a specific point, and it is localized accelerated attack, resulting in the formation of cavities around which the metal is relatively unattacked, and this corrosion result in the formation of pinholes, pits or cavities in the metal, and such type of corrosion is known as the pitting corrosion. Pitting corrosion give rise to the formation of small anodic and large cathodic area. And the reason behind the breakdown of the protective film are either surface roughness or non-uniform finish, or local straining of metal due to non-uniform stresses, scratches or cut edges, sliding under load, alternating stresses, impingement attack or chemical attack. For the pitting corrosion, these are the reason behind the pitting corrosion. This is the pitting corrosion. This area get corroded. This much amount of area, which is a small part of metal, is act as a anode, and remaining part of the metal is act as a cathode. On this anode, there is a oxidation process takes place, means the metal get converted into its metal ions with the loss of electron. And in the presence of water and in the presence of air, that is oxygen, the procedure takes place here is the reduction, and by means of which the metal get converted into its metal oxides, means the corrosion takes place. But in this case, the corrosion results in such type of design, means there is a formation of pinhole cavities or there is a formation of pits, and such type of corrosion is known as the pitting corrosion. To minimize the pitting corrosion, you must give a smooth or minimum roughness to the surface and high quality of polishing to give a smooth surface which minimize the pitting corrosion. Now next point is that is the intergranular corrosion. Intergranular corrosion means what? Suppose these are the grain of metals. There are two parts, boundary and middle part or internal part of grain. It is always remember that the grain part, the boundary part of the grain is much more susceptible for the corrosion because it is having a behavior to act as an anode because of its electrode potential. Hence, the boundary part get corroded and the upper inner part or the middle part of the grain remain protected from that of the corrosion, and it is act as that of the cathode. Means when we are considering there are granules of metals, when there is a welding takes place and there is the formation of granules, in between the two granules there is a boundary, and on boundary the corrosion takes place. Hence this type of corrosion is known as the intergranular corrosion. The inner part or the middle part of the granule remain protected, and it is known as, it is act as a cathode, and the boundary is act as that of the anode. Intergranular corrosion occur along the grain boundaries and only where the material specially sensitive to the corrosive attack exists, and corrosive liquid possess selective character of attacking only at the grain boundaries but leaving the grain interiors untouched or only slightly attacked. This type of corrosion is due to the fact that the grain boundaries contain material which show electrode potential more anodic than that of the grain center in the particular corroding medium. This may be due to the precipitation of certain compound at the grain boundaries, and the grain boundaries are generally more susceptible for the attack by a corroding because of the segregation of specific element or the formation of compound in the boundary. In extreme cases, a grain boundaries corrosion, the effect the grain are totally dislodged due to the complete deterioration of their boundaries. This type of corrosion causes brittleness or the weakness in the underlying metal and generally encountered in the alloys. And by the simple heat treatment, you can minimize the rate of intergranular corrosion, or to minimize the intergranular corrosion, you have to use a heat treatment due to which the chromium carbide, which is precipitated during the welding, is get dissolved. So the chromium carbide which has been get precipitated, that has been get dissolved because of the simple heat treatment, and due to which the intergranular corrosion can be minimized or can be stopped. So this is a intergranular corrosion. In the next lecture, we start with that of the exfoliation or selective leaching, stress corrosion, and so on. Up till then, take care, be safe. Thank you very much.